Man, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Watching Raw is literally bringing me on the brink of depression. Hey, Paul Levesque! Man, dog, you'll be hearing from my lawyer Tuesday morning, and I guarantee that. Raw on Netflix is literally causing me emotional distress, and I think I'm gonna have to sue your ass off. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I would rather watch Cody Rhodes in a 3-point contest 2.5 hours straight than watch Raw on Netflix. I would rather take a stink face from Rikishi in the turnbuckle for 2.5 hours and watch Raw. Okay. Maybe I took it a little bit too far with that one. Pause if needed, but y'all get the point. This was one of the worst Raw episodes I've ever seen, and we're supposed to be excited for Night of Champions. Are you serious? It's barely any champions putting anything on the line. You got Jade versus Asuka, no title. Carrie and Cross versus Sami Zayn, no title. We're gonna speak on Carrie and Cross even getting on the PLE. We can't complain too much. We got Raquel versus Rhea in the street fight, no title on the line. Cody versus Orton, no title on the line. Night of Champions, what? Raw started off literally with Seth Rollins wasting 20 minutes of our time talking about absolutely nothing. Literally. He comes out in his snakeskin jacket, and man, like, speaking of snakes, I would rather get bit by a fucking cobra than listen to a Seth Rollins promo again. Seth Rollins usually good on the mic, but dog, since this Evolution shit group has been formed, nothing has been of substance. Absolutely nothing. This is the worst I've seen Paul Heyman. This is the worst I've seen Bronson Reed. This is definitely the worst I've seen Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker, one of the greatest prospects we've seen in years, subject to Seth Rollins' lapdog. After the promo where he says absolutely nothing, we got a match that meant absolutely nothing. Penta versus Braun Breaker. Like, this is, as soon as I seen this match, I'm like, oh my God, we got a long night. Why? Just why, bro? Penta versus Braun Breaker for what? None of these dudes are building anything. Yo, Raw on Netflix is missing any type of compelling storylines. I hope the ratings for this week are down the fucking tank, and it'll be harder and harder for TKO to get out of the $3 billion of debt. Yo, the thing that be pissing me off about this is just the lack of creativity. You got Seth Rollins got an all black. Bronson Reed got on all black. You got Braun Breaker, he wears all black a lot. And it's like they got this theme of all black. They're all dark. Ooh, they're scary. But you got this bright ass, stupid ass, green and yellow briefcase. You couldn't even take the time to spray paint it black. They're not even trying creatively backstage. And it's literally depressing. Where's my ice cream at? After that, you got Roxanne Perez versus Jade Cargill. It was a solid match for the most part. The end was a little shaky, but man, you know what was the most mind-boggling thing out of all of this? We all knew Jade Cargill was gonna win because WWE's graphic designer thought it was a good idea to put the crown over each winner head of the night. This has to be the stupidest decision I've seen from any company, wrestling, boxing, basketball. It don't matter what sport or it don't matter what fucking company of business you're in. You have to be completely idiotic to just spoil the winners. How do you mess up like this? And I tweeted it. I straight said, thanks WWE for spoiling the winners tonight. That was at 9:05 p.m. If I could see this, and I'm just a small YouTube creator, how come the higher ups in corporate can't see the obvious? Like, hold on, let's switch the pictures up. We're spoiling the event. So now we got Jade Cargill and Asuka set up for Night of Champions. It's pretty obvious Jade Cargill will be going over. Somehow Naomi is going to cash in on Jade Cargill. I'm sorry, close your ears if I'm spoiling anything for you. It's not my fault. It's Paul Levesque's predictable booking. Predictable Paul. Maybe that's your way. Maybe that's your name for this week. Predictable Paul. Gunther comes out, he cuts a promo about absolutely nothing. And honestly, it needs to be studied in a laboratory somewhere. Gunther literally lost the most aura points probably ever in WWE history. I never seen a dude lose so much aura. He came from the greatest Intercontinental Championship run to go from a mediocre world title run to lose the title to the Yeet Man, to win the title back 51 days later, to continue his horrible title run that he started the first time. He's not trying to pivot. He's not doing anything. Gunther, you have to speak up, bro. You can't keep getting the sheet of creative, and it's like, you can't keep accepting what they're giving you, bro. You have to speak up. Then we got Bayley versus Becky Lynch. Lyra Valkyria comes out. It's just, what is this, 2014, why are we getting Bayley versus Becky Lynch? Why the fuck will we care about that? They're setting it up for Bayley, Lyra, and Becky for a triple threat match that none of us asked for, none of us gives a fuck about. This episode of Raw on Netflix, they had a lot of women's matches, and it seemed like watching WNBA in the preseason. And honestly, WNBA in the preseason might be better than what happened on Raw tonight. I don't give a fuck about the whole men's, women's. I don't care about none of that. I just want good wrestling. This shit sucks. Raquel Rodriguez and Rhea Ripley, they have a fight that leads up to a street fight this Saturday. Roxanne Perez comes out, and now all of a sudden Raquel and Roxanne go from enemies to now little sister and big sister. I'm gonna need somebody in the comments to make some type of sense of this for me. Rhea Ripley, she gets put through a table, gets up minutes later to talk to Adam Pearce to book a street fight with Raquel Rodriguez Saturday. While CM Punk, he gets put through a table, he lays there until the next morning, misses Monday Night Raw, he doesn't respond to John Cena's pipe bomb, and it's just like, this is just ridiculous. Bro, what the fuck did I do to deserve this? My God, can you book a worse show than Triple H? I don't be saying this much. I honestly think it's time for Triple H to pack it up, bro. Yo, you cannot be head of creative and doing this, bro. The numbers are detrimental. There is no way to grow a casual audience with mediocrity like this. The last match, you got Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. They had a solid match. Other than the fucking 30 commercials in between the matches, from what I've seen, they had a solid match. Now, Jey Uso, this is one of his better matches I've seen in recent history. It just shows a testament to how good Cody Rhodes is in that ring. Man, Cody Rhodes could make you look like gold unless you're John Cena at WrestleMania 41. Then there's not much he could do. But Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, they had a solid match. We all knew Cody was gonna win because WWE told us fucking hours ago by putting the crown under the winners' heads. So now we got Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton at Night of Champions. We all know Cody's going over. For whatever reason, Randy Orton has not won any big match in recent history. I don't even know if he won any big matches in the 2020s. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about anything or if I'm missing that. I can't remember the last time Randy Orton won anything significant within the last few years. There's been speculation of why is Dominic Mysterio not going to be in Saudi Arabia with AJ Styles. Now, some people are saying that he had concerns of what's going on in Saudi Arabia. Adam Pearce says he's injured. We know Adam Pearce is a lying sack of shit. I think it could be something with him going to Saudi Arabia. I don't know, but it was really weird they pulled the match, the Intercontinental match from AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio, but no one gave a fuck because the storyline wasn't compelling anyway. So we're not going to be missing that match. Speaking of matches that was taken away and added, Carrie and Cross. If there's one thing that happened tonight, literally one thing that I gotta say, I can't say nothing about that, is putting Carrie and Cross on Night of Champions. Now, there's a lot of things I want to complain about. I want to complain that there was no build up to Carrie and Cross and Night of Champions outside of him being on Main Event, which they don't even bother pulling out their iPhone to record, right? I just wish he was built up a little bit better to be on the PLE instead of just kind of throwing him in the PLE, but beggars can't be choosers. We wanted Carrie and Cross. We got Carrie and Cross. Another good thing is he's in there with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is super over in Saudi Arabia. If Carrie Cross could go over Sami Zayn in Saudi Arabia, you got a good opportunity to really book Carrie Cross in a main event spotlight coming away from Saudi Arabia, a big win like that. It is some real growth that could potentially happen by making the right booking decisions this Saturday. Now, if Sami Zayn beat Carrie Cross, it's not going to be the end of the world, but it's still like, come on, bro. Sami Zayn, at this point of your career, you need to be helping putting wrestlers over. You don't need to be winning. We don't want to see you as undisputed title. We don't want to see you with the world title. We don't want to see you with the Intercontinental. We don't want to see you with any title. Just be there, do your whole thing, bro. I'm honestly over Sami Zayn, bro. That used to be one of my favorite wrestlers, and it just became a whole year after year after year after year, just mediocrity and just this whole Sami Zayn coming back like Hulk Hogan. It's just not working for me anymore. I would love for Sami Zayn to put over Carrie and Cross so we could really start seeing what Cross got once the spotlight is on him. We've been asking for it, and I think he's going to answer the call. Let me know what you think in the comments about that. I'm going to finish my ice cream because I got a long night of tears and heartache from just being completely drained from these episodes of Raw. Something needs to happen. I really honestly believe there needs to be a huge paradigm shift with WWE creative starting at the top with Triple H, bro. You can't keep doing this. You just can't keep phoning it in. Where is the integrity at? Where is the love for the product, for the art at? These shows suck. My God, bro. Let me know in the comments what y'all think. I want to hear somebody in the comments said this was a great show. Seriously. But I'm going to continue my depression, man. Y'all pray for me, y'all. It's Bobby Basu, 215. Like, comment, subscribe.